What's up, Joe? That was quick. Why does my hat always look crooked? I don't understand it. All right. Let's get this set up. Let's get the game on. Yeah, what's up, Joe? Logman? Michael, what's up? What's up, Robert? What's up, Cobster and Nugget? LeBron James is in here? What's up, LeBron? What's up, Thomas and Philip? And what's up, piece of garbage? Hello, Dill Pickle and Ryan. What's going on, Cole, Luke, Robert? No, I'm not saying that. I've been in here for 5 seconds. Hello, Shanna? Shanna? Okay, so I'm going to say what's up to everybody, but I got to turn the game on. We had something with this. My hat is not crooked, but the way this camera is, I guess the camera must be tilted a little bit because it makes my hat look like it's really crooked. Hey, what's going on? Okay. So I've been at, what's up, Anthony? I have been at baseball all night, just got home, going to put on the Yankees game right now. So I don't know what's going on in it, but let's see. All right, 1-0 Yankees. Judge is up. 1 out. Perfect. I am from Peabody. Man on third, infield in. Although you can't come in too far with Judge because he'll tear your face off. What's up, Steve? You're from Revere? Nice, not too far away. Torres hit a homer. Another one. Guy's got like 100 homers. Oh! All right. I love Judge's swing. Show you the TV. Okay, let me see if I can do this without knocking everything over. There's the TV. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I just showed it for 5 seconds. I think we'll be all right. I didn't show a pitch or anything. This is definitely a proper man cave. It's man cave on this side. It did look really far away when I did that, but it's not very far away. It's like not that far. I thought the same thing when I just did it. I was like, why does it feel like the TV's like a mile away? Hey, thanks, drama. I appreciate that. I don't know about the Cub. I mean, I'm a big Joe Madden fan, so I don't know who they're looking. I have not been following the last few days. That's a good take right there, and everyone's going berserk, but that ball's off the plate. Good velo for a 13-year-old pitching velo. I don't even know. I honestly, yeah, ball's just off. I don't even really keep track of what's good or not for 13 because I don't really care, honestly. Preston Rios, thank you so much. Drew Macias or Josh Gear stories. How do you know Drew Macias and Josh Gear? Strike three. Awesome. I'm glad your swing is doing better. Drew Macias, very funny. Thanks, Cody. I appreciate that. Drew Macias is hilarious. So I think I told you. I know I told you guys this. I don't know if you heard it, but when I was with the Padres, when I was rookie with the Padres in spring training, they would make players do different things, and they sent me to a rodeo, and they made me bring a few players. I brought Drew Macias, Chase Headley, Caleb Crab. Drew Macias was hilarious. He was like doing most of the interviews. He's just a funny kid. Josh Gear, Josh Gear stories. Man, oh man. I mean, Josh Gear might have been Spider-Man. I don't know if he ever was, but he was on that team, so he could have been. Josh was a nice kid too. Had a good two-seam fastball. Um, yeah, the catcher will sometimes talk to the umpire, or the umpire will talk to the catcher. A lot of times they'll go back and forth about calls. In this game, I mean, I have the Yankees winning this series. I don't know who's going to win this game. I mean, the Yankees are up right now, but I've got the Yankees winning the series. How does Laura feel about being with a famous YouTuber? So, this is really upsetting me. My hat looks like it's like this. It is straight. What is wrong with this? What's up? Um, so Laura actually, when I was doing YouTube videos before, she used to yell at me a lot. Not yell at me, but she'd always be like, "Why are you doing stupid YouTube videos?" Like she thought YouTube was like this goofy thing or whatever, and she didn't realize that like YouTube is really good for. First, it's really fun, but if you're looking at it, if you look at it from a strictly a business perspective, it has helped us grow our business a lot. I've done a ton of lessons and clinics and gotten a lot of players to want to come and play for our teams because of social media, and so it has been very helpful. That's just wrong, Sam. I faced two knuckleballers. I don't even remember who they were, but hi, Martin. I will say hi to Laura. She's not here right now. Robert Miller, thank you so much. So I just got home from baseball, and Laura was putting my daughter to sleep, and then I went up. My son was already sleeping, but I went up there for a little bit, and she's still up there. So you're from Wake Forest, North Carolina? You're from Wake Forest, the school, or Wake Forest, the town? Oh, man. Whoever said great piece of hitting by Gardner, you're like a full 30 seconds ahead of me because he just got the knock. Thank you. I appreciate that. Talk about the Dodgers. Are the Dodgers playing right now? I don't even know. I've been so busy. I haven't live streamed Road to the Show because I don't even know how to do all that. Preston Rios. Oh boy, Preston Rios. What's up? Merch idea. If Richie can make double A, you can too. I like that actually. That's a really good one, Preston. Preston, what I need you to do, because I'm gonna forget this, I need you to go on to the last episode I did and put that comment in there so I see it. Very funny, James. All right. Would you rather coach or commentate? I'd rather coach. I enjoy doing both, but I really enjoy coaching. Hold on one sec. Why am I so behind on all these things? Okay. Call us for more information. The Cubs need you. Ha. You were playing. I never did. I played in the Cape Cod League for 2 years. Yeah, I know he's fake. I know. It's Manny Ramirez. All right, take it easy, MLB. I look like an ape. What you is. We have Antonelli Baseball 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Why, Sam? I haven't been reading Sam's questions, Sam's comments. What's he doing? I am 34. Most rewarding part of coaching? Well, I think just seeing players get better and succeed. Because coaching's really hard. I mean, playing obviously is really hard. And I think as a coach, when you can help a player Um, even if it's just get a little bit better, it's pretty rewarding. I haven't played anyone in Diamond Dynasty yet. I don't know if I have enough time to play anybody. So down the road, I may. Dodgers are down 6-1 in the ninth. Wow. Do I recommend Showcase for a player with talent but on a small team? What do you mean on a small team? I recommend showcases. I mean, showcases are fine if you're ready to showcase and you're going to showcase well. Some people go to showcases and they throw like 71 and there's nothing to showcase. Is Antonelli baseball playing a perfect game? Yeah, we play in perfect game tournaments. I don't know why Vin is obsessed with me. It's a good question. My favorite MLB player right now, I don't know. I like so many different guys. I mean, I think Trout's probably the best player. Um, hey, Nick, what's going on? Good luck. 14 months old. My biggest advice is have fun. That's pretty much the only thing I hope my son, when he plays, he has fun. I feel like if he has fun, he's going to be really good because he has naturally a lot of talent and he enjoys playing. But if he doesn't have fun, it's not going to really matter because then he's not going to want to keep playing and practice. And so, I mean, if you want to play baseball at a high level, you have to practice a lot. If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to practice a lot. I never felt like practice was actually work. I just felt like it was play. Like I was practicing, but I was really just having fun. And that's why I got good. Eric Wing. Is that the real Eric Wing or an imposter Eric Wing? Oh, pretty cool that your dad you stomped there. Sam. Bye, Sam. You're making me mad. Preston. Thank you so much. Richie's going to retire and make Richie baseball and YouTube. You got some good ones. I like it. No, football is my favorite sport, actually. Um, I would sit and watch football 24 hours a day. I really enjoy baseball, but I love football. I mean, I love baseball too, but Robert Wang, thank you so much. What do you? Oh, well, sorry. What do you think of the top prospect Ethan Hunt? I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Ethan Hunt. I'm not good with top prospects. I don't. I'm so busy with our stuff that I don't. I don't even know like a lot of. I mean, I know a decent amount of major leaguers, but there's tons that I don't know. Did you make this up? What did you just say? Oh, geez, it's going really fast. What do you think about Bo Bichette? I think Bo Bichette is awesome. I think he rakes. Thanks, Kid K. Pretend MLB. Stop writing that. I didn't try for a career in Japan because they don't want me. They only allowed a certain amount of American players, and they usually want to take like guys that are just destroying it in AAA or big leaguers that can't really stay in the big leagues. And I just wasn't playing well at the end of my career. I have the Astros winning the World Series. So a lot of people want Antonelli hats, and I don't have any available right now. See, here was the problem. I can block people from the chat, yeah. I'm going to try to block someone. Oh, I tried to remove someone, but it didn't work. So hats. So here's the thing with hats. Oh, hold on. Preston Rios. How good was JB Tucker at Wake Forest? So JB Tucker was a really good player. He transferred in from like Mississippi State, I think. Solid player. Got drafted by the Seattle Mariners. Played with them for a while. Funny thing about JB Tucker, you can't see it, but I have scars. I got 30 stitches in my face my freshman year of college because there was a pop-up. There was a pop-up, and it was blowing really windy. The wind was blowing. It was against UNC Chapel Hill. Ball went up, and it was blown. It was hit to me at third. So I'm like calling it, and the ball starts blowing in towards the catcher. So I'm like running. Then I have to run faster. Well, now our catcher, JB Tucker, sees it. So he starts running out with his helmet on, his mask on. He had one of those catcher-style masks. And we smashed face to face, and the bars sliced my face open. Had to go down to the hospital and get 30 stitches in my face. It wasn't very fun. I'm going to do the show series. Sam, you shouldn't have bet that. Because you just got... See you later, Sam. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't concentrate. Oh, my Lord. This MLB thing. All right, he's going away, too. My Lord. Like, it's one thing to come on and be a goofball, but to write the same exact message 4,000 times? All right. Sorry. Okay, hat story. So here was the problem with the hats. I had hats up on the website, and then as my YouTube started getting bigger and social media started getting bigger, I started selling more hats, which is cool. But it got to the point where I'm the one that had to box the hat, take it to the post office, ship the hat, and the orders were actually literally getting to be too much. It was the middle of summer, and I'm traveling a lot, and I'd fall behind on the orders. Then people were asking why they weren't getting their hats quickly. And then people started ordering from everywhere. I was getting people ordering from China and from, like, all around the world. And then shipping got complicated, and shipping costs were crazy, and it was just, like, too much for me to do. I literally need to get somebody in charge of just shipping for me. Yes, exactly. I do need a logistics person. Were guys still juicing a lot in 08 and 09? I played for 8 years in pro ball, and I only know of 2 players that basically said they were juicing. And I don't know. I'm sure there's obviously more than just 2 players. But I only knew of 2 players that actually said it. I think a lot of people have this misconception that, like, guys are, like, shooting up in the locker room and, like, talking about their steroids and stuff. I played, like I said, 8 years, and I only heard of 2 guys doing it, so. I never played in the postseason, no. My year in the big leagues, we finished in last place. Hey, thanks, Preston. Again, Preston, let's see. Are you going to bring back Nerf basketball with LeBlanc? I should do that, actually. I haven't seen Wade in a while. When Seattle came to Boston this year, I was going to go down and say hi to him, but he was injured. He had hurt his oblique, and he did not make the trip. Thanks, Kid K. I'll let you know for sure. All right, Lewis. I see your comment, and you're making what's up? What's going on tonight with so many people, like, saying stupid things? Yeah, Lewis is out of here. I played for the Padres in the big leagues. I played in the minor leagues with the Nationals and the Indians, the Orioles, the Yankees. I'll get the but by the way, I'll get the hats back on. I'll get the hats back on there. All right, let's get back to the game for a little bit. I mean, I'm going to be back and forth. What do we got here? We got 2-0. What do we have? Oh, 2-0, 1-0, 2 outs, first and second. I'm going to try to not commentate, like, right when it's happening, because I know some people are behind. Yeah, people are on another level today. There's only 265 people in here. At some points, there's like 500-600 people. We haven't had this many people making silly comments. I have YouTube TV. That's what I'm watching it on. I don't know. I haven't done Diamond Dynasty in a while. I've been so consumed with. I have more fun playing Road to the Show. I don't really like pitching that much, and I like just hitting with my guy. Favorite outfield drill? Kind of hard to explain. I'm going to try to get more outfield drills up on YouTube so you guys can see them. Thanks, Dub. That would have been a really easy pitch right there to just turn in and just leave my arm over the plate and get the hit by pitch, but I should get a moderator for my comment section. I used a Louisville Slugger C271, 34-inch, 31-ounce with a cup. I do know FTB, yep. Oh, wow. I'll tell you what, you don't see the old 3-0, 2-out, pick the second very often. I mean, right now it looks like they're probably going to get swept. I love Richie, actually. He just can't play baseball. Oh, Greinke got crushed today? I did grow up a Red Sox fan, but I was no longer a Red Sox fan when I started playing professional baseball. Javier asked Laura a green light. Well, now it's 3-1, so next time we get the 3-0, I'll ask her if she wants to give the green light. Let's see, a big pitch right here, 3-1. Oh my God, we got another pick. This is amazing. I don't know why they're paying so much attention. He's not going to run 3-1 with 2 outs. All your attention should be focused on the batter right here. I did play with Cedric Hunter. I like Cedric a lot. No, I'm not a Padres fan at all. Ooh. That slider right there was... I know 87 slider anywhere is still tough to hit, but that was one you want to hit up in the zone right there. Start your son in hitting training? I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what training really means. My son's 5, and we just hit. Oh, wow. Big out right there. Sorry if I ruined that for anybody. That's a big out. So I just hit with my son, like, I mean, we still play t-ball, wiffle ball. So I'm not working on anything with him. I mean, I tell him small things, but he doesn't know that I'm trying to help him. It's very simple stuff. I've never, like, really given him any mechanical cues or anything like that. My favorite football team is the Patriots, New England Patriots. I'm a huge Patriots fan. I know I've never missed a Patriots game. I love the Patriots. Hey, thanks, D Powers 1185. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'll try to get some more infield drills up on my channel. I have a lot of infield videos. If you go to the infield playlist, there's a lot up there. If the Angels continue to be terrible and Trout keeps it up, how do you think it will affect his all-time greatness? I think he'll be considered one of the all-time best players, regardless of how shitty the Angels are. I think people are just still going to look at his, just his numbers. How many points are the Patriots going to score against the Giants this week? Well, we play at home. It's a short week, which is always tough for the road team. I don't know everything about the Giants. I actually haven't watched the Giants play this year. I will say this. The Patriots are banged up on offense. Philip Dorsett just hurt his hamstring, and Rex Burkhead has a foot injury. And who sucks? The Patriots? And that's just a silly statement. And I think having Newhouse playing left tackle is. I'm not saying he's bad. It's just I think Brady's been running for his life a lot, especially this past game against the Redskins. So I think they'll still score a lot. Oh, you went to high school, Rex? That's pretty cool. I think they'll still score a lot at home. I mean, I think they're still probably going to get around 30 or so. I would guess high 20s. High 20s to 30, just because it's at home, it's on a short week. And I don't think the Giants are that good. Jason Jepson, $5. Do you think players like Mike Trout, Kershaw, Harper got Spider-Man? It is funny thing of current All-Stars getting pranked. Who did you list? I mean, those guys came up really fast, so I don't know if they did. I will say this about Harper. I played with Harper when he was a rookie. We were in spring training together, and he he kind of got like, I don't want to say, like, he came in obviously with these ridiculous expectations and a lot of pub. And guys I don't know, say they gave him a hard time, but a little bit for a young guy. But that kind of comes with the territory when you're the number one overall pick and you're on Sports Illustrated when you're in high school. And he had an interesting personality. I'll tell you a really quick Bryce Harper story. Playing in spring training. We're doing like an inter-squad scrimmage kind of thing on like a side field in spring training. This is when he just got drafted. Basically his first spring training. And he struck out, and he took his bat, and he smashed it on the plate as hard as he could on his first strikeout and dropped a huge F-bomb. And I remember everyone was kind of like, what the hell was that? Like, it was just like literally a random little side inter-squad with not a fan in the stands. And I don't know, I thought that was interesting too. But hey, when you're that good, I guess you can do whatever the hell you want. Let me see if I missed any super chats. Oh, I missed it. I got to start watching the game more. I'm looking this way, and then I have to keep turning over there. Rays beat the Astros? Wow. I've never trucked the catcher. Nope. Is Torres going to go deep here again? I don't know. Harper's huge. I don't know if he's on roids. I mean, a lot of people just think like, oh, when big guys, they got to be on roids. Like, I was 223 pounds at one point. Really, I was probably the strongest guy on my team. Pretty much almost every year I played. Probably weightlifting-wise, probably one of the strongest guys on my team. Maybe the strongest every year. And I was never on roids. I'm sure if you saw me back then, you'd probably be like, oh, you got to be on roids. But some guys can just get big by lifting weights and eating food. Like, my body's really weird. I can get really big if I want. Like, I'm 180 pounds right now. But if I felt like it, if I was like, you know what, I want to put on 20 pounds in the next couple months, I literally feel like I could. I just have like a weird body. Ooh. I mean, I was always pretty fast, even from a young age. I never lifted weights. I just think I was just born fast. Sounds weird. I played a lot of sports, which I'm sure helped, but when I ran races when I was in elementary school, I usually won them. And so I think some of it is just naturally my body was built to go fast. Just like some kids are built slow. They can do all they want. They're just probably going to be slow. Third base coach, Richie or Laurie, you're probably screwed either way. Let me see if I missed any super chats real quick. All right, Joseph Tramontosi, advice for first-year JUCO player. Framingham Mavs. Hey, what's going on, Joseph? So, first-year JUCO player. First off, where are you playing? I mean, it doesn't matter with me answering the question. I was just interested. Well, I think my advice would be for anyone, like, bust your butt, work really hard, try to get better every day. I don't know if you're in JUCO because you want to go someplace else, or if it was a grades thing, or that's just where you want to go. But, I mean, regardless, enjoy yourself, but just work hard. That's the biggest thing. I mean, that's pretty much the approach I took going into college. Thank you so much, too. Robert Wang, thank you very much. Hey, wish my friend Owen Goswell. I wish I could read. How do you say that name? Goswell? Goswell? I'm horrible with names. Happy engagement, though, Owen. Congratulations. Good luck. Brandon's Baseball Cards. Thank you so much that you love our channel. I really appreciate that. Let's see if I missed anyone else. Thomas Boyd. I don't know if I got you. I think I did. Yeah, I told you the Patriots were my favorite team. Oh, Preston, I missed this. Oh, did I miss a double play? Darn it. Best ACC baseball teams when you played. UNC Chapel Hill. They made the World Series all 3 of my years. And actually, it was when I chose a college, it was between UNC Chapel Hill and Wake Forest. Those were my two final teams. And I chose Wake Forest, and UNC Chapel Hill went to the World Series all 3 years. One of the reasons I chose Wake Forest is because UNC recruited everyone and their mother. And I was like one of 6 shortstops being recruited. And Wake Forest, I was the only infielder. And I was like, I mean, I also like Wake Forest campus more. But I was just like, geez Louise, like, they're recruiting a lot of infielders. I committed to Wake Forest October of my senior year, which was normal back then. Now people are committing like freshman year. No one committed that at that time then. Everyone committed basically senior year. Holy crap, have I ever had a holy crap, this is the real deal moment? Not really. I mean, I wasn't playing well when I was there and I didn't feel super confident, but I was considered a really high prospect, and I always thought I was going to play in the big leagues. And so, like, I never really got there and was like, oh man, these guys are so amazing. They are really amazing. I give them a lot more credit now. Like, you know how I talk so much about like how I stink and all this stuff? Like, when I was playing, I didn't think like this. Like, I was not playing in the major leagues being like, oh, I stink and look at all these guys. They're awesome. Like, I went out there and I was like, I can beat these guys. I just didn't. I just didn't play well. But um, I never was playing, even against like all the really best players. I never played against them. Was like, oh golly, I can't like all those guys. Most of them, like I played against them my whole career. Like in college, UNC Chapel Hill had like tons of guys in the big league. Like Andrew Miller faced him all the time, hit really well against him. But Daniel Bard, I couldn't hit him to save his life, my life. But like in the Cape Cod, Longoria and Linscomb and every big leaguer. So not every big leaguer, but lots of them. So I was used to playing against them all the time, and I was used to doing really well. My whole career, I was pretty successful. I know people sometimes look at my major league stats and are like, "Oh, you stink. You're the worst player ever." I only played in like 20 something games, and if I had gotten 3 more hits, I would have hit like 240 something, 250 something probably. Um, so it's such a small sample size. People get so caught up in seeing that I hit that, and I know I struggled a couple years in the minors, and they think like that I was in awe of all these other players. I always felt like I could play with them. That's a long-winded answer for that, but hopefully that makes some sense. All right. What's Didi looking for? Well, I was going to say fastball, and you just fouled one off. It really depends. I think most players. Thanks, JD. I think most players. Oh, this really does depend actually. In the big leagues, a lot of times you're looking for what you're going to get, not so much what you want, because pitchers can throw. They're not just going to lay in fastballs. Like at a younger level, it's like, all right, get on the fastball, sit fastball. In the big leagues, they can throw any pitch for strike, a lot of them. And so, advice for first year JUCO player. Connection failed? Oh, man. I answered it before, but you missed it. So, hopefully, you're still on here. I basically said, what team are you playing for? But that you don't donate any more money to our. I appreciate the donation, but I was just curious. And then there's nothing really crazy. I mean, I would take the same approach that I did when I was in college. I went to college basically like really wanting to start the second I walked on campus, and I just worked really hard. At our team practices and stuff, but then I also did a lot of my own. I don't know what your situation is. Hey, what's up, Steven? I don't know what your situation is. If you're wanting to go someplace else out of JUCO, if your grades, you're there to get your grades up or whatever it is. But my approach was always try to get a little bit better every day, try to pick something to work on, evaluate yourself and your game and what you need to get better at, and then just go to work at it. Sorry, my camera's moving all over the place. Vandy was not what they are now when I played. No. UNC was one of the best teams. Oregon State was one of the best teams. I mean, it was probably still a lot of the same teams, but Vandy wasn't what they are now. Hey, Jack Wilkos, thank you so much. Tips on reading the ball out of the pitcher's hand. So, I think a lot of that comes down to practicing it. Like, You'll get better. Kentucky was, I don't think they were that great. So a lot of things when the ball's coming out of the pitcher's hands, a lot of it is like very, very fine, detailed things, like small things that you don't even know what you're seeing, but when you see it millions and millions of times, you start to pick up on it. Preston, I'm going to answer your question in a minute. And so, like small things, like on a breaking ball, you'll see like you won't even realize it, but you'll actually will notice probably, maybe even subconsciously, you'll see that his wrist is skinnier versus fatter on the fastball, or so you just see those small little things, and the best way to get better at that is to practice it. So go down the bullpen, stand in, start to like verbalize, say, if you're going to hit, say yes. So you're starting to see pitches and recognize it. There's no real secret. It's like people are going to say, oh, the secret is having a soft focus and then going to a harder focus on the release point. Like, yeah, no shit. That's what I say. Like, oh, you want to pick up the release point? No way. That is brilliant. I never thought about that. Like, yes, obviously you're going to watch where the ball's coming out of. So, um, your friend Cowie, I don't know if that's a joke or not. So, yeah, just get work at, go down the bullpen and just see balls over and over and over and over again. Okay, what are my hobbies other than sports? Um, I don't have any, unfortunately. My hobbies are sports, football and baseball, and basketball. I'm a huge Celtics fan. And then, yes, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I did play with Dirk Hayhurst. He was my roommate. If you ever read his books, I'm in his books. My name is Anto in the books. Some of his stories are a little exaggerated. I'm not even sure some of them really happened, but I'm in the book. How are the cookies? The cookies were delicious. They were excellent. Um, how many home runs should a high school player hit if they want to go to the bigs? I hit 0 high school home runs, so that gives you a little bit of an idea. And then I was paid millions of dollars in the draft, so it doesn't matter. I mean, more is better, but I hit none in high school. Uh, yeah, our road to show is a hobby of mine. I'm I don't know if you consider this a hobby, but I'm very interested in the stock market and investing, so I would consider that a hobby. It's something I do every day. Do you think bench press or squat is more important for speed? I don't know if bench press. I mean, I think squats, deadlifts, those things are can be important to like explosive power. Um, oh, here comes. I hear Laura walking right now. She might be coming down here. Where is Richie Givens? Richie's probably sleeping. It's past his bedtime. Let's see. We got Miguel Sano up right now. The Twins really need somebody to. They need one of these big boppers to take one out. I mean, preferably with a guy on, but just get something going. The good thing is I always know it's recording because it's the face cam or whatever the hell they call it. Yeah, I want some cookies too. Who did you play with in the Yankees organization as far as players? On my team that year, like Dylan Betances was on my team. I'm trying to think of guys that are up right now. Francisco Cervelli was on my team. Ramiro Pena, Jack Cust, Russell Branyan. I'm gonna forget a lot of guys that were on my team. Steve Pierce. Yes, Ellsbury's the fastest guy I ever played with. What is the age limit where you should quit trying to make it in the MLB? I mean, there is no age limit, but to give you an idea, I was a first round pick, and I stopped playing at 28. I was considered old. So, like Preston Rios, Kyle Blank stories. He was massive. So he was massive. Kyle Blank's one of my good buddies. One of my good friends when we were playing together. Um, well, I've got a couple of Kyle Blank stories. One of my favorite things about Kyle Blank is when we went to China together, and he's a very large human, probably like I don't know, 6'6", 6'7", 300 pounds. We went to China together. We'd hang out a lot. We go to like the mall and stuff. And watching the way people looked at Kyle Blanks in China, like, what the hell? It was pretty funny. Kyle liked to drive cars fast. So I had a fast car when I was playing. He used to take the thing and drive it about 100 and something miles an hour around the parking lot at Lake Elsinore, which was fun. Daniel, thank you so much. How did you deal with getting thumb sting when cold? Um, just part of the game, I think. I did wear a pro hitter sometimes to help. You should try Jack's batting gloves, actually. I got a little promo for them. Can't remember it off the top of my head. Probably should know that so I could tell you. But if you, God, what is my promo for Jack's? I don't have it off the top of my head. But I can get you like a certain percentage off the glove. I shook my hand spring training. I swear his fingertips were at my elbow. Yeah, he was humongous. Hit the ball hard. He hit some of the hardest balls I ever seen. He swung a humongous bat and the ball just took off. All right, big 3-2 pitch right here. He's going to throw him a slider again. Probably something off speed. Looks like he's going to throw him a changeup. No, he threw him a fastball. When you throw 98, why not? How accurate, thank you, Preston, is Good Will Hunting for Boston people? Oh, great movie. Pretty accurate. How you like them apples? Yeah, pretty good. Matt Damon, well, I mean, he's got the accent already, but does a really good job. Great movie. I'd say very accurate. I did not get my Barons jersey yet. I don't know what the hell happened. I got to check on that. If I were to play D2 baseball, where would you recommend going? I mean, there's so many options for that. It's really hard to say. It would depend a lot on grades and part of the country and how good you are. And I mean, if I were gonna go play Division II baseball, I'd want to probably go play it like down in Florida. There's really good D2 schools down in Florida. BioSpark Dreamer, thank you so much. Do you think pitchers get undervalued in the bigs? I don't. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what you mean. I think pitching is. I'm a huge pitching guy. Like think that really good pitching beats really good hitting. So I would like a lot of really good pitchers. I just think pitching. I think hitting is really hard, and when you got to do it against a guy that's just filthy good, it's no matter how good you are, it's still just really difficult to hit. So I have never read Jim Abbott's book. Nope. Tell you what, even when Severino throws a ball that's like middle of the plate and up, they're having a tough time scoring it up. I mean, it's coming out 98, so. My newfound gaming fandom. Laura thinks it's amazing, actually, because when I put the first Road to the Show video up, she said I'm stupid. She didn't really say. She might have actually said I'm stupid. She was basically like, what are you doing? Look at that. That's another ball that's like hittable, and it's just, they're fighting for their lives up there. Preston Rios, funniest Lake Elsinore stories. Oh, boy. My funniest one I cannot tell you. This is a very private story. Actually, a lot of my funniest Lake Elsinore stories I cannot tell. Unfortunately. I'm trying to think of one that I could tell. This is a tough one. The only person that knows my Lake Elsinore stories is Laura, and the guys on the team, pretty much. That was a fun team, though. A lot of my best friends that I had playing were on that team. My Lake Elsinore team, let me tell you my team at Lake Elsinore real quick. We had Jose Lobaton behind the plate, who played in the big leagues. We had David Freese at third, played in the big leagues, still plays in the big leagues. We had Matt Bush at short, played in the big leagues as a pitcher. I played second, played in the major leagues. First base, we had Kyle Blanks, played in the big leagues. We also had Craig Cooper, who didn't play in the big leagues, but probably could have and should have played in the big leagues. I think actually at one point in his career, he might have told one of our managers to go F himself, and I think that kind of did not go over well. We had Mike Baxter and Wright played in the big leagues. We had Yordani Ramirez in center, who became a pitcher throwing 100. I don't think he ever played in the big leagues. We had Chad Huffman in left, played in the big leagues. We had Wade LeBlanc in the mound, played in the big league. Like, the whole freaking team played in the big leagues. It was unbelievable. We had a great team. And about a week into the season, our manager told us, because we were struggling at the very beginning of the year, like a weekend, he said, "You guys are the worst team I've ever coached." And then we ended up being like, I got called up. A lot of us got called up to AA that year. We won the AA championship. So a lot of us left. And then Lake Elsinore still went to the championship game with, like, a lot of us leaving. So, and that wasn't even all the big league guys. I think I could keep going, but I don't want to bore everyone. Please tell Matt Bush stories. There's some Matt Bush stories I cannot tell. What's your opinion on Will Venable being considered for the Cubs manager job? Is he really? That would be absolutely amazing. Will Venable was one of my good friends. We played together for a long time. My wife and his wife, Catherine, were really, really good friends. She might have been one of my wife's closest friends. Will is an awesome guy, super nice, great baseball guy. His dad, Max, was my hitting coach for a long time, played in the big leagues for a while, great baseball family, and really, 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 really great people. Were you a witness to the epic Greg Maddux story? I had a lot of Greg Maddux stories. David Freese, NLCS and World Series MVP, enshrined in the Hall of Fame forever. Yep. So I never imagined he would do that. I mean, that was amazing. But I will tell you this. I mean, the Sox should keep Mookie. Yeah. Let me tell you this about Dave Freese, okay? Because Dave Freese was my first roommate ever in pro ball. We were drafted the same year by the same team. He was drafted, I don't know, 7th, 8th, 9th round, I think, somewhere around there. I was drafted in the first round. When we stepped on the field, that team was full of high picks. And I've told this before. It took me about 3 minutes to be like, Dave Freese is the best player here. It took me like 3 minutes. He got up in BP and he was hitting absolute rocket shots to right center field. Had the most oppo power I'd seen. Well, I saw Ryan Braun in college and he had the most oppo power I ever seen. But Freese with a wood bat, oppo power is ridiculous. Played a really good defensive, was really good at third base. Was huge, big, strong dude, big dude, but was like light on his feet and could run decently well for a big, huge guy. Had a strong arm. He had everything that I just thought he was the best player there. He turned out to be the best player. Now, he had some other things going on as far as college. Like, he actually went to college to not play baseball because he kind of like gave up on baseball. And he had an interesting college kind of career. And I think that was part of the reason why he wasn't drafted super high. But I think he had the talent to be like a first-round pick. Hey, CSU grad, you're back. I talked to you on Instagram today. Bribe Laura, come down and show her face. Also, have you ever been ejected as a coach? Never been ejected as a coach. One of these days I will be. Laura will not come down and show her face. I've asked her so many times. Preston Rios, talk about MLB catcher leadership. And do you think Theo Epstein has been good or lucky? I think he's amazingly good. I don't think you just get lucky and win 2 World Series. How many World Series did he win? 2 or was it 2 or 3? I don't know. But and he was like the youngest GM ever, I think, at one point. Like, I think he's amazingly good. I don't think anyone gets lucky to get to that point. What is this? What do they say? Luck is when talent meets opportunity or something like that. I don't know. I'm not that smart, but why do I want to block you? Why do you keep saying that? Okay, well, if you're going to force me to, then I guess I'll have to. Can't call me out like that. What were we talking about? Hold on. Oh, MLB catcher leadership. Hey, Laura. Yeah, I'm watching the game and I'm on YouTube for a few minutes. I told everyone I'd come on and watch the game tonight. Oh, my favorite hitter's up. DJ LeMahieu, the greatest hitter to ever walk the planet. Hey, from Ireland, Dublin Dave. Oh, cool, Jackson. Maybe we'll see you this year.
Did you even eat dinner or did you just come straight down?
I didn't eat dinner because I told everyone I'd be on to watch this game. I'm going to go eat dinner in a few minutes.
Matt, that's like the sound of an addict.
No, I just told everyone I'd be down to watch, and I had to put a video up tonight. So, oh my God, tried the corner and missed.
What are you gonna eat?
That is one reason I didn't eat dinner because I didn't know what to eat. My back hurts. Okay, hold on one second. I am technically still a free agent, I guess, right? I think I am. CSU grad just paid $5 to, he said, bribe Laura to come down and show her face.
I don't need to go on the camera.
Laura, she's so, like,
I'm not anything. I just.
let me tell you the truth, okay? Laura thinks that you guys are going to, like, judge her for her, based off of her looks. Well, I mean, and if you come and talk, they won't, but see, I think Laura's very pretty, very attractive young lady, but she's just a little nervous to come on
I'm
here.
not nervous. I just don't want to be picked apart in comments.
She thinks she's going to be picked apart, and that would just drive her crazy to be picked apart.
It wouldn't drive me crazy.
Soft,
I just don't
mentally.
need that.
Talk about MLB catcher leadership. Most of the catchers that I played with were pretty good leaders as far as they're just vocal, right? They like most of them are vocal. Everyone's looking at the catcher, right? Everyone on the field can see the catcher, and so you've got to have good body language, and you've got to kind of take command of everything. You don't have to be like the clubhouse leader, but on the field, you got to have your shit together, pretty much. And Laura was in your video. No, don't tell her that. Laura, you still here? Oh, she'd be mad. That was my ex-girlfriend. Yeah, don't talk about that. That was not Laura. Oh, Judge! Ah! Thought maybe he got enough when he first hit that. Seeds or gum, I like both of them. But let's go seeds. What was I talking? Oh, MLB leadership, catchers. So my catchers were, I was with Nick Hundley a lot. Nick was a great one, perfect example. Just like fiery, lots of energy. Would get in your face if you messed up. Oh, Kyle Saul's in the chat. Good to have you here, Kyle. Kyle, you don't have to write you don't have to write it 52 times. We see it, Kyle, okay? One time's good enough. Kyle's trying to match his comments with his strikeouts. He's got to put 600 comments up here. Good thing Richie wasn't here. Be like 2,000 comments. Every comment would be Richie's. Laura's picture is on. Actually, if you want to see Laura, anyone that wants to see Laura, if you just go on Google and type in Matt Antonelli's wife, which I actually saw was like one of the top search things, you'll see a picture of her. It's at our wedding. It's on our wedding day. Actually, I'm pretty sure. No, Ethan, shush, please, Ethan. If you start taking up the chat over and over again, it's not that hard to block people. I just click your name. CSU grad, I promise you will not be picked apart, Laura. Thank you. Nova Cat 16. How do you get invited to Perfect Game Camp? I'm not 100% sure. There's some Perfect Game things you have to get invited to. There's some that you don't. You know, sometimes you play in a Perfect Game tournament. They see you. They see that you're good. They can invite you. Sometimes it might be from scouts and stuff. I think it really depends. Good evening. Do scouts care if you swear on social media? Scouts as in like pro scouts or college coaches? I mean, Ethan, you were daring me to block you. You asked me to do that, so I did. Hey, Mr. Rogers. I'm a big fan of Mr. Rogers. Did you ever play against the Frisco Rough Riders? Yeah, I played at Frisco a lot. Great stadium. Love it there. I saw Chris Davis, not K-R-Ris, but C-H-R-I-S, Chris, from the Orioles. He was with the Rangers at the time. I saw him hit the furthest home run maybe ever. He hit it like over the scoreboard in right field at Frisco, which was like a million feet. Chicago's treating me pretty good. What are you, visiting? Family? Relatives up there, Kyle? Did you go check out a game? You could learn something. They've got 2 teams up there. You can check out double the baseball up there. I suggest you go to a day game at Wrigley, night game over at frickin' wherever the White Sox play. Would I collaborate with John Boy? Sure, why not? I don't know him. I've been out of pro baseball since 2013. I got released during the season. Hey, Matt, I have a PCL ball. Will you sign it? Sure. If you want me to sign the ball, you got to send it to the New England Premier Sportsplex, 199 Newbury Street, Danvers, Mass. Send it over there, if you don't mind. Your son's swing is better than Griffey's. Wow. I don't know about that. Ooh. Judge got a cannon. Watch out. All right. Here we go. The Twinkies here. They might have a little something going. Lead off single off the wall. What's the worst thing a coach ever said to you? Buddy Black said I was fat. But he was kind of joking. So it didn't really hurt my feelings. He was the nicest guy ever, so it didn't hurt my feelings. The meanest thing a coach ever said? Oh, my college coach. My college coach used to say some mean things to me. I think he was using it as a motivational thing. I think he thought that was going to motivate me. Kind of just made me mad. Made me want to punch him. Is a $1 bid on The Price is Right a lame bid or a smart bid? It can be a smart bid. I don't know how to unblock people. Kurt Rice Baseball. How do you become a bullpen catcher? Great question. Typically, in my experience, the bullpen catchers were guys that, hey Jaden, guys that played and then were catchers, and the team liked them. Players liked them, and he could catch, and they would offer him a job. I've seen that happen a couple times. But other than that, you got to know somebody. I don't know if you can just go to a tryout and say, I want to catch. Do you have any openings for a bullpen catcher? But you might be able to. Cardinals, Braves, Game 5 prediction. Oh! I'm going to go with the Braves just because I originally picked the Braves to win that series. Yeah, if you'd like to send me a ball to get signed, send it to the New England Premier Sportsplex, 199 Newbury Street, Danvers, Mass. You can go online, just type in New England Premier Sportsplex, and you should find it. I played with Johnny McCarthy, who was on my high school team. He played in the NHL. I caught it. Sorry to ruin it for anybody, but right to him. Oh, yeah, Gordon College. Yep. I've played at Gordon's Field. No colleges recruited me to play football because I did tell this once before. Sorry, Kyle, I just missed your comment there. So I started playing offense. I played defense my first few years on varsity, but really I was offense is where I was best. I didn't play offense till like halfway through my junior year. Scored a bunch of touchdowns, but then senior year they finally let me play offense all the time, and that's when I won Gatorade Player of the Year. But I was already committed to Wake Forest at that point to play baseball, so I didn't talk to any football schools. I was a corner back on defense, and on offense I was on offense I was like a slot wide receiver. My thought on the Seahawks, I like the Seahawks. I think when you got first they have a huge home field advantage, and then they've got a great quarterback. I think Chris Carson can be a beast. I got Chris Carson in fantasy this year. Let's see. I mean, in the past, their offensive line has been a little bit worrisome, and Russell Wilson has had to run for his life. Luckily for you guys, he does a really good job at running for his life. And the defense is always pretty strong, even though they've lost some players. They seem to be strong again, so I don't know. I think at home, I always like the Seahawks at home. I'll be interested how they do when they go on the road, but I mean, they're starting things off pretty well this year, so... What is talent based on your opinion as a coach? What is talent based on in your opinion as a coach? I'm not sure if I understand the question, but I'll try to answer it. Talent. So I think there's like talent and skill. baseball is a game of skill where you've got to be able to learn the technique of hitting. You don't have to have a lot of talent to have a good swing, to field the ball, to do all those things. You can learn that just by doing it over and over again and understanding, I guess, what you're trying to do. But talent, a lot of things can't be taught as far as athleticism, tough to be taught, arm speed, explosiveness, running speed, like bat speed. Some bat speed can be taught. Like we teach players bat speed all the time. But there's some guys that are just freak athletes and they just wake up out of bed and they can swing the bat really, really fast. So that's kind of talent, in my opinion. So you want the best players are talented and acquire, skill, lots of skill. And then you have players in between. You have some players that are really talented that aren't as skillful. You have some players that are super skillful but aren't as talented. And so got in on him, popped it up. He's drifting. Call him off. Yeah. Jeez, Stanton scared me there. That's why the outfielder's always got to call off the infielder there. I'm backpedaling, and outfielder's coming in. Much easier play. I look tired. I am tired. I'm very tired. Also, I feel like this hat and these lights make my bags under my eyes look super purple. But I'm pretty tired. I got 2 kids under the age of 5. So. All right, let me catch up on these super chats real quick. And then I probably should go eat some dinner tonight. Preston, thank you so much. How rich really were the MLB players you knew? How rich really were they? I don't know. Trevor Hoffman was really rich. Brian Giles was really rich. So, I mean, those guys were really rich. I played with Matt Bush, who's, was he the first overall pick? Signed for a lot of money. I played with, everybody made a decent amount of money. All the major league guys, Chase Headley made a lot of money. Wade LeBlanc has now made a lot of money. Will Venable made a good amount of money. So, I guess they would be considered pretty rich. D Powers, thank you so much. Worst city to visit, play in, not ballpark. City. Worst city. Well, all the big league cities that I played in were all pretty good cities. Played in LA. Well, Milwaukee. I don't remember doing a whole lot in Milwaukee. Played in DC. Played in Arizona. Played in San Diego, obviously. San Diego was the best, probably. I don't remember ever playing in a city that was like, this place is god-awful. In the major leagues. Now, in the minor leagues, you're playing tons of god-awful. Midland, Texas. Sorry to anyone from Midland. Like, I remember going there and be like, whoa, what the hell? There's nothing here. So that wasn't great. Texas League wasn't great. That was probably the worst. But there's some place in the California League, Bakersfield, I think it's called, California. Like, not the greatest place in the world. At least I didn't think there was a whole lot to do there, so. Thank you, Edward. You're loving Road to the Show. Watching it during my vacation in New York City. Awesome. When you get called up, please don't put in the title so we're all surprised like AAA. Yeah, I will do that. I won't put that I was called up. I don't know what I'll name it, but it won't be that I got called up. Thank you so much. Scott LaRock, thanks, buddy. What was your go-to jam while playing to get pumped up? So I like rap music for baseball. I like country music if we're just going to go out and just kind of like have fun and relax on a nice sunny day. But if I want to get pumped up, I like rap music. So any particular, I don't know. I don't have like a particular rap song. But just rap in general. Kurt Rice Baseball, thank you so much. I love your channel. I have one, but it's not as good as yours. Well, maybe everyone can go check out your channel, Kurt. And maybe it is as good as mine. Maybe I just have more subscribers because I've been doing it longer. So I'm sure some people will really enjoy it. Preston Rios, ghetto minor league hotel stories. Wow. There's a lot of bad hotels. I don't know about... I'm trying to think of a story. Well, I'll tell you this. When I got called up to AA in San Antonio, Texas, Chad Huffman and I got put in a hotel. Because when you first get called up, you don't have time to get an apartment right away, so you go to a hotel. And there were these crickets that were like this big that were like coming up. They were climbing up out of our sink, out of our bathtub, and they were just coming out and jumping out of the sink and the bathtub and all over the room. It was disgusting. Terrible. I'm sleeping in my bed, tucking in as tight as I can, hoping that the crickets don't come up and jump in my bed with me. It was gross. Gabrielle, thank you so much. I appreciate the $1. That's very nice of you. Okay, here we go. Big part of the game right here. 2-0 Yanks. Who do we got? We got Nelson Cruz up. Just so you guys know, I played against Nelson Cruz a decent amount, especially in AAA. Nelson Cruz hit some of the furthest oppo field homers in AAA I ever seen. Every game we played him, I feel like, he hit a ball to right center field that was hit like 500 feet. And I remember over and over again, I'd be like, why is this humongous man in AAA just destroying baseballs? At the time, thank you, Gabriel. At the time, he would go up to the big leagues. He was with, who is he with? The Rangers? No, he's with, who is he with? I don't remember. But anyways. And then apparently he'd go up to the big leagues and struggle. He'd come back to AAA and crush us. Go back to big league, struggle. Come back to AAA and crush us. And then eventually he figured it out at the big leagues and never came back again to AAA. Good for him. Yes, Texas Rangers. There you go. That's what I thought. Golly, could he hit the ball far, though. He is a humongous man. One thing about Major League players, too, and I don't know if you guys have, I don't know if you go to games or whatever, but the big guys in the big leagues, like I said, I've always been like, I'm like 6'1". Right now I'm like 6'1", like 185, but as a player, I was about 6'1", usually about 210 to 215. And I felt really small against, like, you go stand next to Nelson Cruz, he's going to make you feel like a little boy. It's the power hitters, the big dudes are humongous. Like Chris Davis from the Orioles. Like when I was with the Orioles, Chris Davis, I played against Chris a lot in the minors, and then when I was with the Orioles in spring training, his locker was like one down for me. The dude was just humongous. He used to wear these wicked tight shirts, and he would go in the weight room and do bicep curls with a barbell, like a squatting barbell, and do bicep curls, and his arms are like this big. And I was not small, but these guys are just humongous. Yeah, Altuve, exactly. And then you got the other end of the spectrum. But guys, pitchers especially, most people don't realize it. Like, most pitchers are like 6'4" and bigger. It's unbelievable how big pitchers are. A lot of times you see a pitcher on TV and you're like, oh, that guy's not that big. And then you look up his stats, you're like, oh, he's 6'7". It's just crazy how big they are. Yeah, Andrew Miller's huge. He's not big, but he's tall. Oh, next ASMR video? I don't know. I should do meet and greets. That'd be cool. I'll let you guys know when we start traveling around where we're going. Hey, DC. Oh, that's pretty cool, Duncan. I was drafted in the first round. I agree. Pound for pound, Altuve might have the most power ever. Any prospects from Hound? I don't follow prospects enough, unfortunately. I would like to get into that, though. Netting all the way down, I think it's the safe thing to do. Hi, Danny. And so, yeah, I'm always surprised at baseball that more people don't get killed, honestly, because guys hit the ball 100+ miles an hour, and a lot of teams, like, yeah, Bregman isn't super tall either. He's strong, though. Most of the times, like, no one's watching the game. People are, like, doing this, and balls whizzing by their head. So I agree with the net. I didn't get to see the Dodgers game, unfortunately, but did I just miss what Nelson Cruz did? What did he do? I missed it. Yes, Joe Mauer's massive. Joe Mauer is very big. Oh, he walked? My career batting average in the major leagues, just under 200, but I didn't play in the major leagues very long. The hardest throwing pitcher I ever faced was Daniel Bard. That's my college jersey behind me. I have played at Smith Stadium. That was our spring training complex when I was with the Orioles. I played there every day. Oh, that's pretty cool that you live near there. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate it. I usually throw up a lot more. Once we get to the winter, I'll throw up a lot more like videos of our teams working out and lessons and stuff. I just, right now, I mean, I'm still doing a lot, but I haven't put up a lot of video. Maybe I should be doing ASMR videos, huh? Okay, what time do we have right now, everybody? Let's see. I don't know what time it is. Yeah, sure. Hire me as a manager. I'm ready to go. I have played at Fenway Park. It's 10:53. Wow. Preston Rios, best MILBers you played with and never made it to the MLB. That is a great question and a tough question. Really tough question. I'd have to go back and look at my. I'd have to go back and look at my rosters because, like, Craig Cooper was a great hitter, never made it to the big leagues. I've had so many teammates that sometimes I forget who I've had, and so. Thanks, DC. I appreciate that. Let me think real quick. I don't know. I mean, most of the guys that I thought were really good ended up making it to the big leagues. Peter Ciafrone had a great year in AAA, never made it to the big leagues. I remember he just raked in AAA. Now, he was his problem was probably defensively. I don't think he had like a set position, but he was a great hitter and he had an amazing year. The year I got called up, I actually thought that he deserved to get called up that year. Can you whoa for me? Would you ever be available for hitting field? Yeah, I can't do as much fielding lessons because it's just harder to get the turf field. But I do hitting lessons with college players all the time. Let me know when you're home for. Oh, you are local, but a lot of times it's when guys are home for break in like December and stuff. Do a tour of my basement. I'll do a tour of my basement for you. I can't do it right now because it's my kid. So the way my basement is set up, I've got a big like living area right over here. I got my TV that way. And then on that side over there, I have my son and daughter's playroom. And it's a disaster right now. JP's Baseball Journey, thank you so much. Oh, nice play. Oh, wait, you guys are saying that, but I haven't seen it yet. So apparently we got a nice play coming up here. Let's see. There it is, line drive. Nice play by Torres. That play right there that Torres made, that's my favorite play in baseball. That was what I felt like for a tough play was my best play to that side. Field it, slide, spin, throw. And that's actually, this might sound silly. I'm not going to say it's not a hard play. It's a great play. But I don't know why that play felt like, out of all the diving and sliding plays, that felt like the easiest. Laura's elliptical is right over here. It's actually not old. I don't think it's old. Thanks. Thank you. Laura, you coming back down? It's 10:56. Oh boy, I gotta go eat dinner.
There's chicken soup on the stove.
Oh, there's chicken soup on the stove.
Do you want this?
Why would you do that before my dinner?
Because I made one, so I figured you would want to.
Wow. See, Laura's trying to get brownie points right here.
I'm not.
She just made
But
me
I
a
didn't
cookie
want to turn on
monster.
the oven twice.
Hot cook. This is before dinner. Now I can't eat dinner.
It's 11 o'clock. You're gonna eat dinner anyway.
This is So you have a warm cookie. So you make a cookie. You make cookies. You take them out of the oven a little bit before they're done. Just a little before they're done. They got to be warm and soft. Then you put cookie dough ice cream on top with hot fudge. And Laura. She went upstairs already. Yeah, you gotta, if you're gonna bring it, I should marry her. It's amazing. Show what on camera? My cookie monster? I will, JP. Thank you so much. I've eaten this. I've eaten this Cookie Monster. Yeah, ice cream for dinner. I know. Um, I've eaten this like 4 nights in a row now. Boo Yankees. I do not. The best thing about coaching and not playing is I can eat whatever. Well, I mean, I always ate whatever I want. I have been to McCoy Stadium. I've played there a lot. I've been released twice at McCoy Stadium. And that's a true story. Been released there twice. It's bad luck for me. Best MLB hotel on the road? So in DC, we stayed at the Ritz. It was nice. Actually, 2 times. Once at the Ritz in Washington D.C., and once at it used to be a Ritz, and then it was something different in L.A. when we played the Dodgers. They wouldn't let Laura in both times. They said that they didn't believe her that she was my girlfriend. So when we were in L.A., one of our players was luckily down there. And he told the front desk that she was indeed my girlfriend, so they let her in. And then in D.C., I don't remember how they finally let her in. But, yeah, they didn't believe her. How did I like playing in Vegas? Playing in Vegas is tough because, well, it's not tough. You stay out all night, but then you sleep in because you play night games. The toughest part, honestly, about Vegas isn't the part about going out and stuff. It's that it's like 100,000 degrees there. It's so hot. Favorite minor league stadium? Maybe Frisco. Frisco is really cool. They are comfortable. I never met Derek Jeter. No, never met him, unfortunately. I decided I wanted to play baseball, not football, basically when I got a lot of scholarship offers for baseball. But what do you mean play the game? What are you talking about? Play what game? I don't understand. I did play pro baseball. Yep, I played for 8 years. Preston, Matt's actual favorite MILB stadium, Oak Street Park. That would have been a great answer. I've never met A-Rod either. Nope. I was in the NL for most of my career. I was a slot receiver. If I could go back, to high school again and do it all over again, and I knew my baseball career was going to turn out the way let's just say I could just go back and try football. I would love to go back and try football. Try to get the NFL. That would be awesome. Let's see. Where was your first offer? My first offer ever was Georgia Tech. Never faced Kimbrell in the mountains. No. I would have loved him in Wes Welker, but I'm a lot bigger than Wes Welker. What's he, 5'9"? Laurie, coming down again? Right when I get knocked, you're coming down?
I'm sitting upstairs all by myself.
Laura's sitting next to me now. Off-field Adrian Gonzalez stories. I never really hung out with Adrian off the field. We never came up with each other, and so I didn't really know him super well. I mean, I got to know him playing with him, but not as well as like my other friends, so. My wife actually probably got to know. Did you get to know Adrian's wife? Yes, Adrian's wife is very nice.
Like very down to earth, like nice girl.
So I don't really have any Adrian off the field stories. He's just a quiet, kind of nice guy on the field, in the clubhouse. I'm not a Red Sox fan. I don't collect baseball cards, but I have a bunch. Best catcher of all time is not Joe Mauer, no. I don't know who is, but it's not Joe Mauer. Yadi Molina is a great catcher. I didn't get any college football offers because I chose baseball already by the time I could have gotten football offers. So
Matt was the Massachusetts Player of the Year. He's being.
they know this already. Laura wants everyone to know that I was the Massachusetts Gatorade Player of the Year in football, but they already know this. For Laura, where do wives, girlfriends sit at the MLB stadium?
Usually they give us like a sweet, like a box.
Talk a little louder.
They usually have a box in the stadium for. Well, in the minor leagues they have a box.
Can you guys hear that? In the minor leagues, they have a box. What about in the big leagues? You just sat in the
family section.
Yeah, family section. So what happens is when Laura wants to come to a game in the big leagues, yeah, they can't hear you, Laura. So in the big leagues, basically, I leave the tickets. So there's a computer. There's a computer in the clubhouse, at least when I played. And you go onto the computer and you would just type in who's coming to the game for the tickets. And then she would go to will call, right?
I would go to
Just like anyone else, and they would just sit you in it's a family section, so it'd be all the wives and.
Well, sometimes they would just give you a regular ticket, and then they would say like, "Oh, the girls are in box whatever tonight," and you'd go down and they'd have.
Oh.
That's how it was in Portland, and then Syracuse they usually put the girls in a box.
They want to know if you're wearing eye black right now.
Yeah, mascara.
Mascara. Yeah, a bat boy, you have to know somebody. Laura has a lovely voice, says JP. Oh, excuse me. Who do I think's winning tonight? Well, I guess I'm going to go Yankees since they're up 2-0 or 2-0 and they're up 2-0 in the series. I've got the bullpen. I love playing in Louisville and Indy. Indianapolis is a sleeper city. That's what I call sleeper city. If you've never been to Indianapolis, you don't know much about it. You probably don't think it's a great city. It's a good city. I like Indianapolis. And Louisville is a good city too. I pitched in high school. Never met Derek Jeter. Laura's the best off-screen YouTube presence. Is that what you said? Funniest, embarrassing Bat Boy stories. That was for me.
I'm thinking.
Oh. Man, I don't know. Laura's probably a better base runner than me. No, Laura has one of the lowest baseball IQs you'll ever see, but
That's not true. I know a lot about baseball.
can't blame her though. She doesn't play baseball. She
But
played.
I know more like how baseball works. Like not the game,
Laura
but,
knows
like,
the inner workings of the baseball.
No, but, like-
Laura knows the business of baseball.
I'm not. You know what I mean.
What was that question again? Because everyone can't get on base like Mike Trout because no one's as good as Mike Trout. Mike Trout is great. Bat Boy stories. Man, I don't have any Bat Boy stories, huh? I used to like all the Bat Boys. I talked to them all the time, but, it's like I only saw them at the games. I don't remember, like, any crazy stories. Oh, no, I do have a Bat Boy story. The Pawtucket Red Sox Bat Boy, I forget his name. He was a nice kid. He was a little out there, but he was a nice kid. If he's watching, he's a nice kid. I'm saying he's a nice kid. I felt really bad. He used to sprint so fast to every foul ball. He wanted to go get it so bad. Like, foul balls on the field, he would sprint so fast. And I felt so bad one time we're playing on Pawtucket, and he sprinted as fast as he could down the right field line. He just wanted to do his job to the best of his ability, which he did. and he got the ball, and he was sprinting back so fast to the dugout, so fast, and he got right in front of the dugout before he went in, and he tripped, and he smashed his face, fell face first, and everyone started laughing. I felt really bad for him, and I think he took it personal, like he didn't do his job well, and you had to be there to see it. It was funny though. Sorry if you're watching. Never batted out of order. Nope. Nobody as good as Kyle Saul.
Who's Kyle?
On the center's hat, I haven't looked yet. What airline would you fly? You had a private plane. You didn't fly any airline. Hey, Laura, did Matt play so bad that he embarrassed? No, I wouldn't say that.
No.
I'm going to go Dodgers. Yes, I love football. It's my favorite sport. I faced a couple knuckleballers, but no one that I remember who they were. Ball hawks? What do you mean ball hawks? Like people that wanted balls all the time and would yell, ball, ball, ball. Those type of people? That Pat Boy's a young Richie. AAA, it depended. I flew a lot of Southwest Airline when I was playing in AAA.
A lot of Southwest.
Yeah, a lot of Southwest. When I was in the International League for the Indians and the Orioles and the Nationals, we and the Yankees, we did a lot of bus trips. Really not much flying at all. Am I worried that Laura will leave me for Kyle or Richie? I feel bad for her if she did.
Watch out.
My son rakes, thank you. Hardest hit, splitter is the hardest one. Matt Antonelli or Antonelli? I'm pretty much available for lessons year round, but right now I'm about a month back. I'm backed up about a month.
How long would you survive in a zombie apocalypse? You would go pretty quick.
I'm very. I can survive in anything. Laura doesn't think I can.
No, because you would be the one that would like open the door for the zombies because you'd be too nice to lock them up.
What are you talking about? I have heard of Zach Hampel, I think is how you say his last name. You do Road to the Show lessons? I need Road to the Show lessons. Who currently in the MLB did you play with? Oh, I play with a lot of guys. I mean, and now I'm getting old, but I mean, I play not so much did I play with. Oh, I did play with a lot of guys, although a lot are starting to retire. Hey, someone said Will Venable could be in the running for the Cubs manager job. Is that true?
Awesome.
Look that up. Laura is savage. Matt leaves the door open. Here we go. Miguel Sano. Is he going to go deep right here? Kyle Saul said, Laura, don't be afraid of looking goofy on camera. Matt does every day.
I'm not afraid to look goofy, but thanks,
I didn't sign with the Dodgers because they offered me, the honest truth is they offered me $185,000 and I thought I could get a lot more money 3 years later. So I basically bet on myself and turned out pretty good. The Cubs are interviewing him. That's awesome. For Laura, whose wives were the meanest and worst? Oh, she's not going to answer that.
I don't even see
She's
that.
not going to say mean things. Let's flip that around and let's say who were the nicest wives.
How come I don't see that?
I don't know. You might be behind. Theo back to Boston would be interesting. Laura, nicest wives. Give me a couple of nice wives. Not the ones that I know you're going to say. Catherine Venable.
Well, Catherine and Amy I was closest to.
So my wife's closest friends were probably on those teams were Catherine Venable, Amy Hunley,
I was around Natalie a lot.
Natalie LeBlanc.
They were all
Oh,
really
sorry,
nice.
DC. Go ahead. Talk, Laura. I keep thinking you guys can't hear her. Sorry. Anyone else? I know who Laura might say for that to answer that real question, but I can't tell you because that would be mean.
You know exactly who I would say.
You guys want to hear about the time that Laura almost killed Clayton Richard.
I didn't know.
Was it Richard or Richards? I forget
I don't
how.
know. I did not kill him.
How do you say Clayton's last name? Pitcher, left-handed pitcher, went to Michigan. Pitched for a lot of teams. I always forget if it's an S. Clayton Richard, that's it. Clayton Richard. All right, so Clayton Richard. I should know this. He was my teammate. So, go-karts, yes. I'll tell this story real quick.
They already know it.
No, they don't. Not all of them. So we're in we go to this go-kart place. And these are fast go-karts. These aren't like little like slow go-karts. These are like professional, like they're going as fast as cars almost. And so it's me, Laura, Clayton Richard, his wife, was Wade with us? Wade LeBlanc, Natalie. Was Venable with us?
No, it was the 6 of us.
Okay, so it's just the 6 of us. Laura's the worst driver of all time, just so you know. She's gotten a lot of accidents. So we're driving and we're flying, right? We're flying. And so I take this turn. I take this turn really fast. And I kind of I'm taking the turn and I'm looking over here. And Clayton's coming behind me. And Laura. So Clayton's coming like this. And all of a sudden I see Laura cutting across. She's cutting across like this.
Cut across anything.
Here comes Clayton. And I don't know what Laura's doing.
No, but I think he stopped. Didn't he stop?
Nope, he never stopped. You killed him. Laura comes like this. Maybe like 50 miles an hour. I mean, you were flying.
I didn't know how to use the brakes, so I just kept going.
Never hit the brakes. She said she didn't know how to hit the brakes. She hit the gas and went boom and T-boned him at about 50. His helmet went flying off his head.
His helmet flew
It went across the whole freaking go-kart place. And I was like, holy shit, Laura just killed our starting pitcher. And his car is stopped. His head flew off. Not his head. His helmet flew off. His head should have flown off. And I'm like, everyone stopped and we're like, she just effing killed a guy. And luckily, Clayton, I don't know if you guys know, Clayton's one of those guys that he's like probably 250 pounds of solid muscle. His biceps were this big.
No, but this was like the end of spring training and he was supposed to like open the season.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, like, opening day is, like, a couple days later, and I thought she killed him. And luckily, he was so big and so strong that he was okay. But I yelled at Laura. His head flew off. Our pets' heads are flying off. I yelled at Laura, and she said, I'm sorry, I didn't know how to stop. I didn't know how to hit the brake. And I was like...
Oh, you wanted to kill me.
You didn't know how to hit the brake. It's the same as a car. It's the gas and the brake. But, anyways, hopefully you all enjoy that story. I also got speaking of driving stories, Laura
Wait, what are you gonna tell me?
Laura called me one day, told me we're in spring training, and Laura said, I just drove the car through the garage.
We were in spring training. That's when we lived in Arizona.
Yeah, we were in spring training. Oh, I was injured. So we're in the spring training complex. Laura drove my car into the garage. Through the garage door. She said that the hood of my car was longer than she thought, and so she drove through the garage. That makes total sense.
But our driveway in that apartment was a hill, so it's kind of hard to like measure.
There's no excuse for driving through a garage door. There's no excuse. It was a Jaguar XK, which was about almost $100,000. Stupidest purchase of my life. Stupidest purchase. Never buy an expensive car. Anybody. Yeah, I should show Laura what Uber is. Back then, there was no Uber. Where is that car? I sold it. Laura's camera shy, yes. Hotels in the MLB were amazing. And Laura could never get into them.
Yes, I had only in DC and LA they gave me.
I know. I just told them that story. I bought my mom a BMW. No, not a Jaguar.
What a nice boy.
Yeah. Laura wrecks cars and doesn't do the taxes.
Okay, for the record, I do the taxes. And we have an accountant do them. I just bring all the stuff to the accountant.
I have been to Maine a lot. A splitter. Kyle Saw greater than Willie Mays plus Mike Trout. I only played in Harrisburg for like not even a week, but will you buy me a car? I'd love to, but I don't think I can do that.
What was it like playing with Lake Elsinore? I loved Lake.
Lake Elsinore was great. For Laura, did wives brag when their hubby hit a home run? No.
Where do you see these?
I think you're just behind.
I feel like there were two kinds of wives. The ones that were really into like the baseball, and the ones that were like not so.
Yeah, I would agree. A lot of the wives, I don't even think gave a. I don't even think some
I mean,
of the.
obviously we all wanted you guys to do well, but there were like you could tell there were some that lived for it and loved being like the baseball wife, and there were others.
There were less
that
of
was
those
just
though.
part
Less
of
of
it, yeah.
less of those. Most of the wives, I don't even think paid attention. No, she is not so into the baseball. No. All right, guys, bad news. My phone is about to die, and I can't plug it in because then I'd have to unplug my microphone. So we've got another few minutes, and then I got to head on out. Hi, Holden. Laura drives like mayhem from Allstate. That's great. She does.
No, remember that commercial for them? My dad crashed the car like that.
Yeah, I do. Thanks, Kid K. I missed your super chat. Hold on. I missed a super chat from DC. Oh, I did. DC. Laura, I would follow you into battle any day. You are so kind. For Laura, you already got that one. Metal Metallica, 1986. Thank you very much. Antonelli Racing featuring Laura or Destruction Derby. Rock on, man. Like, yeah, thank you. Definitely Destruction Derby. Laura's only good at bumper cars. That's the only.
No, I've gotten a lot better as a driver.
Yeah, she doesn't kill people now, but she's still not a good driver. Need a T-shirt of Laura in the go-kart. Kyle Saul, bro, you can't even hit 6 mile batting prize balls. Yeah, Canopy Lake. Yeah, we actually went to Canopy Lake. I don't know what, a month or two ago.
The end of the summer, we took the kids.
I am gonna get a gamer chair when I get called up. It's a great idea.
You're gonna get what?
Gamer chair. Uh-oh, what just happened? Torres just hit a double. So just so you guys know, Torres, so we have a coach in our program, Roberto Valdez, played in the, he coached in professional baseball for a long time. He's from the Dominican Republic. Now he coaches with us. He's been in our program for a while. He told me about Gleyber Torres back when Torres was like a no-name guy. He was just a young kid in the minors. And he kept telling me, he was like, we're talking about different players. He's like, wait, Matt, wait till you see Gleyber Torres. Gleyber Torres, Yankees, New York Yankees. Wait till you see. Oh, man, Matt, he can hit. Oh, he can really, really, really hit. And I was like, all right, great, Roberto. I'll wait for this Gleyber Torres guy. And then like 5 years later, he's the greatest hitter of all time. But he told me that was going to happen. Who taught me to say coño? Pretty much every Latin player I ever played with.
Stop saying that because my 5-year-old
Oh yeah,
says it now.
my son Maddie. My son, when something bad happens in baseball or something, he goes coño. I should stop saying it. That's not nice, but it's a bad word. But when you play baseball, professional baseball, you hear coño 150 to 200 times a game. That's all you hear. Every strikeout, coño, bad pitch, coño, error, coño. That's all you hear the whole game. And when you play in minor leagues, especially low minor leagues, like half the team speak Spanish. Coño just means I don't know if I can say it on here. Like basically like F-U-C-K. Let's see if I missed any super chats. I don't know if I did. Oh, I did miss one. Just average 94. Thanks so much, Matt. Been with you since 8,000 subs. Wow, that's a long time ago. Thank you very much. I live near Scranton, and I didn't know any of the players on the Rail Riders. When I played for Scranton, the stadium was being renovated, so we didn't even live there. We lived in Rochester. Preston, thanks so much. For Laura, who's a better cook between you and Matt?
Me.
If you want the honest answer, we both suck at cooking. I cook breakfast very well. Laura cooks dinners better. Neither of us cook well though.
Thank you.
Did you say I have chicken soup for dinner?
There's chicken soup on the stove.
We don't have a U10 and below teams just because. Well, we tried this year to have a U10 team, but we didn't get. We had kids at tryouts, but I didn't feel like we had enough kids to put a team together that would be competitive. Basically, there's not a lot of U10 teams. And I want to make sure we put the right U10 team together because I don't want to babysit, honestly. My favorite team growing up was Red Sox. I never ordered a Knights jersey. I need to do that. I've been to St. Louis, yes, but I've never played in the stadium. I've never played the Cardinals there. I coach our 17U team. Just average. Thank you so much. If you find yourself in Michigan, beers on me. Thank you. I don't know. I've been to Michigan a couple times. It was all in the minor leagues. I've never been to Michigan other than playing in the minors, right? No. Only been to Michigan in the minor leagues. I think Vladdy Jr. is going to be very, very good. He already is. But how's Will Frayne these days? Great. He committed to the University of Massachusetts at Amherst, the same college that the one and only Laura went to. So they've got two famous people now that have gone there. I don't have a natural instinct to dislike the Yankees. I used to hate them, and now I honestly don't care if they win the World Series. We do not have any dogs. We've actually talked about that. So we live in the woods. Laura is afraid of ticks. She does not like ticks, and she's afraid our dog's gonna have lots of ticks, and then bring the ticks in the house, and then she's very scared of ticks, and so we don't have a dog. I had dogs growing up. Laura had a cat.
I hate cats.
Sorry to any cat people out there, but so you just put Frontline on your dog, and he won't get ticks.
Drive with them in the car.
That's funny right there. Who said that? If she wants to kill the ticks, she could just drive with them in the car. That's funny. My dad has Lyme disease. So, yeah, we know a couple of people with Lyme disease also. It is obviously a very serious thing. So we get our yard sprayed for ticks. And
We still don't let the kids in.
yeah, exactly. We just have really bad ticks up in this area. We have deer. Deer run through our yard all the time. We have a lot of deer up here. So it's just hard to keep the ticks away. Favorite SNL skit? I don't know. There's so many of them. I love.
You like Chris Farley.
Chris Farley was the best. Adam Sandler was the best. Will Ferrell, Celebrity Jeopardy, awesome. I don't know. There's lots of good stuff. Yeah, I got to get Jacoby Ellsbury up here to catch all the deer. I know. Get a robot dog. I did play at Chase Field. Yep.
Where's the?
Arizona. Living in a van down by the river. Sure, give Canada another team. Why not? If I was asked to coach for any MLB team, which would it be? Padres. We'd like to move to San Diego. We'd like to move to California.
Yeah, I like California. There's not too.
I've never played at Yankee Stadium. Nope. Closest I got to Yankee Stadium is when I was with the Yankees in AAA, and I had to fly to New York to see the team doctor, and that was the closest I got to Yankee Stadium playing there, but never got to play. Would I consider coaching in college or the pros? So I coached in college. She is from Massachusetts, yes. I coached in college, and I
That was the plan.
got interviewed for a couple of pro coaching jobs, but decided not to take them. I liked all the MLB parks that I played in. I had a hard time seeing in Milwaukee. I thought it was very difficult to see in Milwaukee. Never played in Chicago. David Ross could be a potential manager for the Cubs. I don't know. I mean, he's got a lot of
I thought you just
experience.
said Venable was.
Well, I mean, it sounds like they're interviewing a lot of people. Where did we come up with the anti-baseball logo? I really like the Houston Astros logo. And so basically, when I got it made, we actually started with a logo like very similar to the Astros, and then we had them turn it so that it wasn't sideways, but more like the shape of an A. And then I went black and gold because I played at Wake Forest, which is black and gold. Didi with the big knock. Let's see Didi. Boom. I'm 25 minutes from Lugnut Stadium. You played there? I've never played there. Nope. I don't even know where that is. I mean, I know who the Lugnuts are, but what town is that? We get team apparel from all different companies, so. Lansing. I've played in Texas a lot, yep. I've played in Everett, Washington, you talking about? I've played there, yep. I've been in a lot of minor leagues, so I've played in a lot of stadiums. I've been to most of the country for baseball. Most times when people, like, I'm talking to people, like random people, and they're like, oh, I'm from here, or I went there, like every city, I usually have been to all of them. Yep, I've played in Oklahoma, played in Oklahoma City. Chico, California. I've actually never been in Chico, but I've been in pretty much every city in California. My night's doing well, Gio. How's yours? I played in Kentucky. Did I ever play in Kentucky? Josh Ellis, who was my best friend in college, is from Kentucky, so I've been there a lot for him. Lexington. Yep, played in Salt Lake. Been to Phoenix a lot. Yeah, I lived in Arizona for a while playing. I've been to every city in Arizona. Okay, keep naming cities. See if. Have I ever played in Illinois? I've been there. I don't know if I've ever played in Illinois. I've played against the Reno Aces. I got swine flu there and almost died. I've never been to Alaska. That is one place I've never been to. How has my phone not died yet? That's true. It said that I had a low battery and it hasn't died yet. I played in Stockton, California, yes. Ottawa, Canada. That is one place I haven't. They don't have a team anymore up there, do they? I have played in Canada, but not. I played in Tacoma, Washington, yes, a lot of times. That's where I got called up from. I was in Tacoma. Appleton, Wisconsin. Nice. Never played in that league. Been to Philadelphia. Never played there, but been there. Springfield, Missouri. I've been to Springfield, Missouri. Played in the Babe Ruth World Series there. Yep. See, this is a fun game. I've been to Tulsa Drillers. I've been to Tulsa. Never played there. Been to Pittsburgh, but never played there. I've been to Alabama. Yes. Colorado Springs Sky Sox. Yes, I've played there. Fort Myers. I've played there. Maryland. Yes, I've played there. Buffalo. Yep, I played there for the Bisons. See, this game is. I've been to Texas. Trenton. Yes, I've been there. I actually worked out. I worked out for the Rangers at their stadium. It's going fast. Modesto, yep, played there. Albany, Texas. I've never been there, actually. Peoria, Illinois, I've been there. I didn't play there, but I recruited there. Biloxi, Mississippi. I played there in a video game. Sacramento, yep, played there. KC, I've been there. I haven't played there, I don't think. Oh, this is tough. Memphis, Tennessee. Oh, yeah, great ribs. Played there. Played in Memphis. Played in Miami against you, Miami, yes. Yes, Massachusetts. Yes, I have played there. Virginia, played there. I was just in Atlanta this summer. I've never been to Hawaii. Laura and I want to play there. I've played in Mars, yep.
I don't want to play there. I want to go there.
Sorry, we want to go there. I've played in every city in Florida. Vieira, yep. Richmond, yes. South Dakota, Sioux Falls. That's one place I haven't played at. Tampa, I've played there. Fresno, I have played there. Lakeland, Florida, played there against Detroit Tigers. Brockton, yep. Charlestown, yep. Been there. Fargo, no, I haven't been in North Carolina. Frisco, played there, yes. Beloit, I haven't played in Beloit. No, Montana, that's one place I have not been to. Laura, what was your favorite stadium? And then I got to go eat some dinner. My head hurts. I was supposed to play a Road to the Show tonight. Now I'm going to have to play it tomorrow morning. I have been to Reading, Pennsylvania and played there, yes. Okay, which one's Victory Field? Victory Field, is that Fresno's field? I've played in a lot of stadiums. I forget what they're all named. You could call me retired, yes. I've been to Scranton. I played for Scranton. Indianapolis, yes, played there. Great place. Have not been to North Dakota, no. I'm getting dizzy too. My head hurts.
It's going way too fast.
How long does it take for you to edit Road to the Show? I usually film for 30 to 40 minutes and edit for like, I don't know, 20 minutes. You're welcome. Okay, everybody. Favorite beer? I'm not a big beer drinker. If I was going to drink a beer, it'd be a Corona or a Blue Moon. Charlie Palmer makes fun of me because he says I like the beers with fruit in them. Doing great, Ari. All right, guys and girls. I am going to go to bed now. Oh, I'm not going to go to bed. I need to go eat dinner. I like cheese pizza. I'm going to go eat dinner. Thank you all for hanging out. Wow, we did almost 2 hours. I was planning on doing an hour, but then Laura came down and hung out with us, so we got some great content from her. Yes, I know everyone's saying dinner, but I had baseball until 9:30, and then I came right down here and did this, so I have not eaten dinner. When you play baseball, you can see my swine flu story. Just go on go on my YouTube channel, which you're on right now, and just type in Antonelli baseball swine flu, and you'll see the story. I won't stop Road to the Show. I'm gonna get called up. I might take a little break before 2020 comes out, before MLB The Show 20 comes out, but we'll see. One of these days we'll let Laura on. I think the day that Laura comes on, we're going to get like $1,000 of super chats. I just have that feeling. But she won't come on. One of these days.
I'm here right now.
Yeah, but they want to see you. Give the people what they want. Tell your wife and my kids I said goodnight. That's a good one, Kyle. It's the funniest thing you've ever said in your life. The only funny thing. All right. I could just move the phone, but she would be very upset. Very. I would not get any more Cookie Monsters after that. Okay. All right. Oh, I did 2 flu videos. Okay. Selling Laura for $1,000 on YouTube. Oh, Metal Metallica. 5 for Laura for the shopping spree. What does Laura need? Laura has everything she wants. She doesn't need anything else. But, yes, I know, Chris. I'm not that stupid. All right. Good night, everyone. It was fun chatting with you. And looks like the Yankees are going to win this game. But Cameron Maben. I play with Cameron. Great guy. Super athlete. That's all I got. Good night, everyone.